Story time part 3 about the BBL smell situation. Okay, so at this point or whatever, I have removed myself because that was the first red flag, because I see a lot of my comments. Y'all are like, well, why didn't you just tell her? Why don't you just be honest with her? Like, you weren't a real friend. Well, the first time that I ever went out of town to travel with her, the bitch is talking to a bitch who was just trying to fight me, and we're supposed to be staying in a room together. So what if I would have trusted her, right? What if I would have been like, hey, not trying to be funny anything, but you got a little smell and I'm trying to help you or whatever? Because I already gave her the damn fruity booty. Okay, I already gave her the damn body deodorant. What else was I supposed to do? So imagine me in this situation, right? Me in this situation where I just made a bag both nights. The first night, I let you work with me. The second night, I didn't, okay? And then that second night, I tell you, oh, babe, you need to shower or something's going on. And then you feel a way towards me. All my shit is in the same hotel room, sharing a hotel room with you, and you end up getting mad. You don't know how a bitch would take that. You don't know how a bitch would take you saying she smelled like something. Y'all don't know that. So at the end of the day, why would I put myself in the position where my belongings are in a shared room with this girl who just didn't make no money and think that's my fault because I didn't let her work with me? And then I'm sitting in my hotel room and then some niggas run in, kick the door down, and take all my shit and take all my money I made that night. No, I just removed myself from the situation as a whole. Okay? Okay. So anyways, from there, like I said, remove myself from the situation as whole or whatever. And it's like she wanted to know my business. She called me weird for pretty much telling her like, hey, you can have the hotel room. I'm not coming back. I told her I was with a nigga, but I really just got my own room, But it's like she was being nosy, trying to find out who the nigga is that I was with. And, oh, do he got friends? And, oh, tell him to get a boat. Tell him we can have our own stripper party, da-da-da. And it's like, no, because I'm not doing that. Like, I don't want to be around no more because I don't trust you. At this point, it's not even about the smell or anything like that. It's just that I don't trust you. And you got to have real discernment to be able to read the signs of bitches who will be mad and try to set you up. You get what I'm saying? I know bitches who literally go travel with girls and they make money the other girls don't, that they're with, and then those other girls try to set them up and literally have some niggas come in and take all their money. I've heard of situations like that. So with me, I just remove myself. And that's why y'all be like, you should have just told her the truth, da-da-da. Okay, cool. Well, let's fast forward, okay? Let's fast forward. So I end up, like I said, doing my own thing, making my own money that weekend. I separated myself from her. Okay, time to go back to Atlanta. I go back to Atlanta. Okay, I go back to Atlanta, and this is about to be a break off story time because I got to give y'all this story time anyway. I already had did it or whatever, and it's weird. But fast forward, I go back to Atlanta, and I'm wanting to get these tape-ins in my hair. So this other girl that I was cool with, she had this hairstylist she was cool with that did, her hair, and she was like, oh yeah, she does amazing tape-ins, whatever. So I'm gonna fast forward, but I will double back and give y'all the full story on this hairdresser because she pretty much, long story short, this hairdresser, she did my hair once. I had went to her, to get them removed or whatever. After the fact, she did a little removal, took them out. She kept my hair, okay? I was supposed to come pick my hair up. And I was like, hey, I'm going to go to Miami. I'm going to come get my hair because I'm going to get my hair done in Miami. She tries to tell me that I owe her $175 because she retaped my tape-ins. I was like, I'll give you $75, but I'm not giving you $175 because, first of all, I didn't tell you to retape my hair. You took it upon yourself to do that. So I was like, so I'm about to send somebody to come pick my hair up, okay? Yo, tell me why this hairdresser tells me, or she ends up blocking my number. I end up texting her from my other number like, hey, I'm trying to come get my hair. And I'm like, you blocked me? So you gonna keep my hair? She was like, girl, I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. Just talking shit. I still got the text messages and I will do a full story time with all the receipts. Okay. But anyways, I end up finding out this bitch was a hater all along. Okay. I had gave her a story time on my last page. And when I did, she got online talking about grandpa. Before the world even knew anything about the whole situation, she was like, bitch, you think you're all that because da-da-da. And I said, no, I don't think I'm all that, bitch. I'm mad because you stole my hair. Not only did this hairstylist keep my hair, she installed it on another bitch's head that I worked with at Magic. Literally installed my tape-ins. So let me back it up. I had went to this girl to get my tape-ins done, okay? A couple of weeks after, I went to her to get them removed. She kept the hair, okay? Just because it was all messy, whatever. And she had hit me, and I said, hey, I'm about to be going to Miami. I'm going to come pick up my hair. Never once did I tell her to retape them. Never once did I tell her to do anything. She said, okay, you can come pick it up. Because I was going to get them I was going to have her do my hair again, but I didn't know when. You get what I'm saying? But when I decided I was going to Miami, I was like, hey, boo, I'm going to just come pick up my hair. It's okay. You don't got to worry about it. She's like, okay, well, I retaped them. So you owe me $175. I said, I didn't tell you to retape them. And $175 is crazy when you charge $250 for an install. Right? So she ends up blocking my number, keeping my hair, and installing it on a whole nother girl. I gave her a full-blown story time, okay? She was on here popping it, talking shit, whatever. And for me, I was just like, bitch, that hair was $700 worth of hair. Literally, okay? Let me fast forward, though. Let's go back to the girl why it's a problem. Because I ended up beefing with this hairstylist, okay? This hairstylist was friends with this other girl that I was cool with. The girl, she ends up throwing a party, okay? So this girl throws a party. Tell me why the girl that ends up being at the party with the hairstylist that I was just beefing with the same weekend that all this unfolded. So the same weekend that I made it known that this girl stole my hair, that this girl did all this, and the hairstylist was online popping it. Now, the same girl that I was in Miami with dancing with that went to this party, a party full of ops, full of I Hate Gorgeous Doll stands. She was there. So for me, what does that tell me? I was just dancing with this bitch a week ago, right? I separated myself, but didn't make it a negative thing. I just said, hey, I'm going to hang out with this dude. That's it. I didn't make it like it was this big issue. I didn't make it like it was beef and nothing. But she did. Because at the end of the day, you went and linked up with bitches that didn't like me. These girls were actively on Instagram popping it, talking shit about me. And you went and sat around all of them. It was a I Hate Gorgeous Doll party. I swear to God, y'all. So for me, I was like, I'm happy I separated away from that girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy that I never told her about her smell. I'm sure somebody probably did. I hope one of them bitches that she was around did. But it's like, I ended up finding out that, oh, you was a hater the whole time. Because if you was my friend, right? And she didn't know this hairstylist from a can of paint. But when I started beefing with the hairstylist, she went and got her hair done by the same hairstylist and then was at a party with the girl the following weekend. Do you understand? Because I see a lot of y'all are like, you're not a real friend. You should have told her. Well, look at how the situation played out as a whole. If I would have told her in Miami, hey, boo, just trying to help you, but you kind of have a little smell. And then she would be sitting there in her head thinking like, oh, so she don't want to put me on to no money because she feel like I have a smell. And she might be delusional and be like, I don't have no motherfucking smell. You're a hater, da-da-da-da. And then set me up to potentially be robbed or something like that while in Miami sharing a room with her. Do y'all get it? Okay, cool. So anyways, that was the reason why I did not press the issue and tell her, oh, you got this smell or you got this or that, da-da-da, whatever, is because I had already had discernment and a couple of red flags in my heart that were like, Courtney, get away from this girl. And as soon as I got back to Atlanta and I saw her hanging out with the hairstylist that literally just stole my hair and installed it on somebody else's head the following week, I knew my discernment was real. I was right for getting the fuck away from that girl. I was right for not letting that girl make no money with me. I was right. You get what I'm saying? So when y'all are saying like, oh, you should have been a real friend. You should have told her, da-da-da. Why be a real friend to somebody who wasn't a real friend to me? The bitch was only trying to be a real friend to me because she felt like she could make money with me. And as soon as I stopped letting her make money with me, what does she do? You went and linked up with the ops. So yeah. Period. But anyways, that was just me touching the subject of why I didn't tell her, hey, you have this smell. And I felt like this fixed her little issue for that weekend while she was with me, while I was able to let her use it. You get what I'm saying? Because, y'all, this shit smells so good. I wonder how. I gotta find out the owner. I gotta find out what her name is. Y'all know, can y'all find what her name is? She has, last time that when I had met her, she had a pink Lamborghini. She had a Jamaican accent. Like, she kind of sounded like Nikki in a way. I can't remember her name, but find her for me. Because I want her, I want her to know, like, girl, I still use your shit. And I'm so proud of you, Like, just her hustle, me seeing how she was hustling that day outside of that Jamaican restaurant, it really made me realize that if I wanted something, I gotta go for it. You know what I'm saying? If I need to be sitting outside of gyms and waiting for people, then I need to. But anyways, that was why I didn't tell the friend about her smell, her BBL smell. Okay, y'all. Let me set this. I'll be right back to show y'all the face. Yeah, y'all, this is the final face. And listen, I really want y'all, find the girl who owns this. I just want her to know, like, I've been using this for years, and I'm so proud of her from seeing her outside of that store. You know, like, I don't know exactly where she is today, but even for me to still have this and just remember the run-in I had with her, like, I know she got to be doing amazing. Let me use a little bit of it now, actually. Even though I'm not sweating, I'll still use it just because it smells so good. But anyways, yeah, the owner of Sweet Cookie Wash. I need you to find that for me and let me know, because